Hi guys, I am the Ghost Gamer and today we are diving headfirst into the latest Guy Ritchie cinematic concoction, Fountain of Youth, starring Jim Halpert, an older version of Padme Amidala, and a Mexican singer and actress Isa Gonzalez. So let's take a look at the story. Let's meet Luke Perdue, a disgraced treasure hunter. Which, let's be honest, in the world of treasure hunting probably means he once accidentally dug up a garden gnome instead of an ancient artifact. But fear not, his family actually has a better track record. Presumably, they found the actual good stuff before Luke got his hands on the shovels. This time, our hero is hot on the trails of the Fountain of Youth, which, according to his late father's notes, is hidden by a super secret society called Protectors of the Path. Sometimes I really don't understand why secret societies always have to be so dramatic with their names. Here, let's enter Owen Carver, a wealthy businessman who's practically on the doorstep of death. He's got more money than time, so naturally he enlists Luke to find six paintings from different corners of the world. Turns out, some historical figures who disagreed with the protectors hid clues in these paintings, because what's more secure than hiding vital secrets in priceless works of art that are constantly being moved around the globe? Isn't that genius? Well, not for Luke, who manages to rope in his sister, Charlotte Perdue. She's currently going through a divorce and might lose custody of her kid. So clearly, a globe-trotting adventure with her semi-competent brother is exactly what she needs right now. She reluctantly joins in, but throughout their journey, she keeps telling Luke that something is not right about Owen. Spoiler alert here? Trust the woman going through a divorce. Her radar for sketchy men is probably finely tuned. The clues in the paintings lead them to the Wicked Bible, famous for omitting the word not from the Ten Commandments, which, if you think about it, makes some very interesting interpretations. Thou shalt commit adultery? Anyone? Does really want to follow that? Huh? Anyways, the merry band of Luke, Charlotte, and their two sidekicks gets ambushed by cops and gangsters. Because this is a Guy Ritchie movie, so why settle for just one type of pursuer? And through all of this, Luke's gang are being hounded by Esme, who works for the Protectors of the Path. Her boss, the head of the Protector, later reminds her to do absolutely anything to keep the fountain from being unearthed, for humanity's own protection, and of course, because apparently eternal youth is worse than, whatever is they're protecting humanity from. And here's where it gets spicy. Luke and Esme share this undeniable chemistry. Even though they're trying to stop each other, there's definitely some spark there. Charlotte, ever the voice of reason, accurately labels their dynamic as toxic because nothing says romance like trying to thwart someone's destiny while also trying to stop them from finding a magical source of water. The grand finale takes us to Cairo, deep within the pyramids of Egypt, where the fountain is finally located. Carver, now practically a skeleton with a pulse, gets even more ruthless. He steamrolls through the pyramids, leaving behind a trail of disgruntled archaeologists. Inside, after navigating a series of mazes, he forces Luke to drink the water to test its power. Because who needs a scientific trial when you have money and disposable resources, right? Esme, in a truly shocking turn of events, decides to switch sides at the last minute and helps Luke and the team escape. She then shares a kiss with Luke, presumably a see you later sucker kind of a kiss, and warns him that their paths might cross again if he keeps hunting for forbidden treasures, which, let's be honest, he absolutely will. Reunited with his perpetually confused team, Luke immediately suggests their next mission, because apparently one world saving adventure isn't enough for this Tuesday afternoon. Here's my review for the movie. John Krasinski does his really charming best. In fact, I would have renamed the movie as Jim Halpert became Indiana Jones. Natalie Portman there, looking like she'd rather be anywhere else, and Isa Gonzalez provides the toxic chemistry. Because every adventure needs some questionable flirtation. The plot's chaotic mashup of secret societies, a dying rich guy, and a wicked Bible. Guy Ritchie directs with his usual flair, but even his quick cuts can't hide the fact that this treasure hunt feels a bit like it's missing a few pieces, much like the history lessons it casually ignores. It's a fun ride if you turn your brain off, but if you don't expect anything more from it, and it really does not uncover any profound secrets unless you count the screenwriter's great grandfather making a cameo in the story. With that, I end another review and I shall see you next week with a fresh one. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and question all authority figures there.